What's up, people? Back again for another rant. I'm going to get my YouTube channel working right. Obviously, I'm not listing my videos right or something. I had someone comment on that earlier. We're working on it. Something to do with, oh, I had to have a home computer in my $1,300 MacBook. Took a shit. Oh, took a shit. Let's be adults here. So I'm getting this straightened out. But here's something I want to bring to your attention. I've been through a lot of relationships in my life where I've been with women, obviously, I'm a heterosexual male. I know nowadays it's rare. But, I've been in love. I know what it's like to be in love. It's not like, one of those things where you just blurt it out and you think, oh, this is it, man. I love you. You love me, right? Believe it or not, there's chemistry to it. I used to go through life going, God, what's the meaning of life? And, what does love mean? And what does it mean to fall in love and fall out of love? And what's fucking chemistry, man? What could it be? Simple. Respect has to be there, no matter what. I don't care who you are. If you don't respect someone, respect yourself, you can't love other people. If you can't love yourself, you can't love other people. And respect is a huge thing with me. From the time I was a little kid. You respected mama, you respected dad, you respected your elders, your grandparents. And if you're fortunate enough to meet your great grandparents, which I did, I got to meet my great grandmother. Amazing woman. A little old and crazy from what I remember. But, nonetheless, you take these lessons people give you, these words like, me and my mom used to stay up till like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, we didn't care, especially during the summertime. That was our time. That was our time to bond and talk and discuss her childhood and discuss who I wanted to be in my life and what she told me. She says, I learned a long time ago with you that, she talking to me that is, that I wasn't going to grow up to be a doctor or a lawyer or something of, I don't know, normal. And I was like, wow, well, what does that leave me? What are my options at this point? You know? So I thought about it, and she says, well, you're an adventurous soul. There's no doubt about this. You are going to go about this earth talking to people, telling your side of the story whether they like it or not. And at a very young age, part of my whole respect thing was I had stolen a ball one time when I was like 4. And we were at the store, and I didn't steal it. I was told not to get it. Couldn't afford it. We were with Grandma this weekend, and Grandma said, no ball. And for some dumb reason, I can still visualize this ball in my thing. It was this ugly, like, orange and pink beach ball with peach doves all over it, and love and peace all over it. Don't know why I had to have it. Probably back then, it was probably 50 cents to $1. We're talking back when the fucking dinosaurs roamed the earth. And she told me, no, 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 no. And I snuck it onto the conveyor belt last minute. The lady rang it up. And we get back to the house, and they're going through their change, and they go through the groceries, and lo and behold, the ball appears. Let me explain to you. Back in my day, you get your ass whipped for stuff like that. Nowadays, you know what a parent does? They blow up the ball, they throw it to their kid and go, I can't believe you did that to me. Me? I got the ball cut into pieces and got my ass whipped. Am I abused? No. See, it's all part of respect. Again, relationships that succeed are solely based on respect. That doesn't mean respect for one another. It means respect for whole being. You know, if I go to your house and you've got a bunch of guitars, for instance, I've got 7 or 8 guitars at this point. If you come to my house and you want to play my guitar, ask me, because I'm not a hateful person. I hate using the word hate. It's just one of those words. It's like calling a woman the B word, or God forbid the C word. These are words I can't stand being thrown at a woman. Second I hear it, it turns me ballistic. Turns me into something I just. Ugh. And it's just, you know, if you're working for somebody, respect that person. There's another thing. Part of respect is being thankful. Respectful means if I give you food, don't just sit there and eat it. Sure, enjoy it. But when you're done, thanks, man. That was great. Me, if someone says, hey, you want food? First thing I ask is, are you sure? Because I never want people going without. That's just my nature. Even if I'm starving to death, or God forbid, I smoke. Another big secret out there, people. Oh my God, and I don't mean cigarettes. Figure it out. But if I'm down to the last of what I have to smoke, and there's only one left, for instance, a bowl left of, cannabis, weed, marijuana, whatever the hell you call it in your part of the country, world, planet, universe, whatever, I will share that with you. That's the type of person I am. I don't care. I can get more. There's always more of everything in this planet. Unless they tell you, oh, it's extinct or it's all gone. There's always more. And I've got a friend who's telling me that the end of the world's coming, man. With all this Oriental sniffles. Let's call it that. Everyone else calls it the sweet and sour sniffle or the kung flu. Okay, those are funny. Maybe. Yeah, they are. But at the same time, I keep hearing all these people getting it. And I said, man, that first week, whoo, rough. But then, come back to normality, Cough a little, sneeze a little, cough a little. It's part of the flu. I've had the flu many times in my life. Get over it. But the point of my being is this. If I knew you were sick, even if you had this goddamn Oriental fucking sniffles, I'd show up to your house if I was able. I'm handicapped now. Sorry, people. Maybe you may not know that as well. I'm an amputee. But I'll show up to your house with chicken soup. I'll show up with my guitar and play music for you. I'll sit there on your couch and make you laugh if I can. That's what I do sometimes. Sometimes I'm funny. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm brutally honest. And sometimes people need that in their life. So, basically what this boils down to, love and respect one another. Like my neighbor is right now at 2:40 in the morning blasting rap music because it's somebody's birthday. Sure, I could be that, what do they call it, a Bob or a Karen? Ugh. Not the worst of words you can call a person, but at the same time, I'm not going to be one of those people that, oh, God, they're celebrating, it's so late, and I want to go to sleep, but I can't because they're partying. Oh, well, I'm sure 6 o'clock in the morning is going to come around. You're going to hear a lot of people pissing and moaning and groaning next door that they're drunk and the kids are awake and want breakfast on a Sunday morning. But oh well. So look at it this way, people. If you're with somebody and you love that person, so you say, respect that person. share with that person. Understand that person. Don't ever, ever try to be better than that person. You know, even if you are, don't sit there and, oh, well, I can do this better than you can. Or respect, you know, understand. Like, I play guitar, okay? Like, I posted a video of a cover of All Along the Watchtower. I got such good response from that, you know, and I haven't done that in a long time because I've gone through a lot of issues over the last 6 years since my accident. In fact, shortly after my accident, I posted all over Facebook that I was having a benefit show. It was December 20th, just before Christmas. It was a Friday night. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, San Antonio, Texas, where I live, decides to have a cold spell that night. And it was down in the 30s. It was raining. It was miserable. And I had people show up. See me play a song or two, and were like, well, we gotta go, you know, bad weather and all. I realized I had to get home too, but I had to finish what I started. That's another thing, people. Finish what you start. This whole generation of people thinking it's okay to. And I hate to say this because I have daughters and stepdaughters that have done this, and I don't understand it because I wasn't raised this way. And unfortunately, the women that I was with didn't respect me, and it got to the point where I couldn't respect them either because of what the levels of nonsense they put me through, and we put each other through, and for what? So you know, you get to a point where you do have a point where the levee breaks. You know, the water only gets so high, people. When it starts to exceed what it can take, the dam will break, the levee will snap. And it does, you know. But I know people that have been together 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. And they still can look at each other, still tell each other they love each other. And when you get to that point of dedication, devotion, you can sit there and you can just say, I love you, and understand that everything else is already there, man. If you're willing to impregnate a woman, be willing to take responsibility. Bing! Another part of love, responsibility. You know, you got to care for one another too, people. It doesn't work if you don't have all these chemical foundations put together, which are only words or only actions or only things that are so simple to accomplish. You know? Don't cheat on each other. Okay? Don't look at other women. Don't go on social media and like other women's pictures unless you both know her, you know, or you're single. You know, I throw hearts up on a lot of girls I know, but these ladies that I know are friends of mine, and it's so sad that these poor women that are beautiful, I'm sorry, I hate using the word ugly in front of a woman because a lot of women are not ugly. There are some are, don't get me wrong. I've seen some that are very questionable in the pretty category, but it's nonetheless, it's all part of their life choices, good or bad, trust me. It leads to pretty or ugly real fast. But the thing is, if you're with somebody, compliment them, you know? I love complimenting a woman. I love being able to sit there and tell them how beautiful they are, and God, how looking into eyes of a... Sorry, I'm having a moment. I've looked into so many beautiful eyes in my life. It's like having 105-degree weather and all of a sudden getting hit with that cool breeze sometimes. It's so beautiful these eyes are on these people, are on these women are that I know. Guys too. I know a lot of guys that are beautiful people, man. You know, they'll sit there and they'll tell you things and share things with you and check on you and do the right human thing. The human response, man. That's another huge thing. If you're not getting a good response with who you're with, you really got to question whether or not that relationship's worth it. You know, I have a friend right now that I've had since the accident. She's a great person. God, works 2 jobs. She's willing to do whatever it takes to make things work. And she's with somebody who shut it down. But anyway, no love, no respect, no fair trade of compliment, a lot of deceit and a lot of hatred. And it's not what love's about, man. I don't want to rant on forever, but I can go a few more minutes maybe, just to letting people know, love and respect one another, compliment one another, stop being so goddamn selfish with one another. You know, if someone opens a fucking door for you, say thank you. At least, the very bare minimum. 2 words takes less than a second to say. It means so much to that person who makes the effort. That's another thing. Like I got a little teary-eyed earlier watching this famous Hollywood dog trainer train this poor rescue dog that snipped and bit at this woman's boyfriend. And this guy gets up there and he's this big, and this poor little dog is sitting there and, her eyes are wide open. She's panting like crazy. She's nervous as hell. And the dog trainer says, dude, you need to relax, man. There's no reason to be angry. There's no reason to take it out on the dog because the dog's being a dog. The dog's being protective of his human because you're acting like a fucking ape. Learn to treat the dog a little respectful. Next thing you know, dog loves him back. Simple response. Compliment equals compliment. Love something, it loves you back. You plant a seed, you water it, it grows a flower. Simple chemistry. Give it a little love. God, I miss love. But I have it, don't get me wrong. I got another friend. Poor guy. He thinks his whole entire life revolves around being in a relationship, being in love with somebody. Poor guy. Because here's the number one rule of all rooms. If your mom is still alive or if she's not, always make mama happy. And by saying that, I mean, if your mom instilled good values into you, made you decide in your own mind that good life choices are a good thing and bad life choices are a bad thing. Another video coming up, by the way. And love your mother, man. That's number one rule. If you can love your mother, respect your mother, then know that every woman that you're ever with is very capable of being a mother. And it's so easy. You don't have to treat her like a mama and have some weird freaked out relationship. Just understand that loving someone like you love your own mother, that same brand of love, that same essence of love, can go so far, people. And it's so easy. But people gotta complicate it with selfishness and rudeness and disrespect and, reach out and tell somebody, I love you. I respect you. I'd do anything for you. I'm the king, you're the queen, bottom line, no exceptions. This is how love exists. And I've tried this, but it takes 2 to tango. Heard that? Hear that? 2 to tango. So if you got a good seed and a bad seed and you put them together, it all turns bad. Bad overcomes good all the time. Just like that. So, on that note, I may not know you, but I respect you. You may not know me, but respect me, If by chance this YouTube thing happens and anybody gives me a rude comment, bitch your ass, I'm coming back with vengeance and truth. Brutal honesty, if you will. So love one another, respect one another, open a door for a lady and say thank you once in a while. Until then, people, peace.